peachy.
Peachy?
And then they're really creamy.
And what about the vodka, Ollie?
Yeah.
For once I actually was talking about vodka.
Now, all of these flavours come from a crumble potato. It's a high-starch vignette potato that you get. It should be quite high, light, very kind of like fresh notes right at the top there. And all of these come from what we call the first early, so it's the potato right at the beginning of the crop. And if you were to make, I don't know, 200 bottles like this with normal potatoes, it would take a ton. To make it with these new potatoes, it takes 15 tons. And the reason is that they're obviously a lot smaller, but you've got kind of like all of these flavours right at the beginning. If you ever get a chance and you go past a potato field and it's spring, but if you ever do, take a potato and cook it within half an hour of cooking it, and then
Drink the water.
it takes maybe like seconds to cook. You're boiling it, whatever you're doing with it, baking it, and then eat it, and it's not like a potato. It's like a crazy delicacy, and that's what these new potatoes are. That's why they cost pound for pound more than sirloin steak right at the beginning. So things like those Jersey Royals and stuff like that.
Just try and make sure you're not the person who ends up having to peel them.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll have to put a machine for that. Bottoms up, everyone. Cheers. Have a little sip. Let me know what you think. Go for it. Knock it back, sip it. Whatever you guys want to do. It's up to you. There's no right. There's no wrong. It's all. Just, yeah. Is anyone getting sort of flavours, or is someone are you thinking, "Oh, this is disgusting. I hate it." But you can do. You can absolutely hate it.
I mean, it does taste like vodka, but I mean, it doesn't taste like your normal kind of like...
Like, ouch.
Yeah,
I'm,
make you go...
like, shall I gargle now?
But it should be very warming for this.
Like a whiskey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think kind of in a way it has kind of like some of those notes to it. Sort of it's because of its small batch production, and in a way, if you were to age it slightly, you could sort of add a colorization to it, which is what happens sort of with whiskies predominantly. So I would say we can either go on to another one, if anybody's game. And the only reason I say to move on to another one is that the one we tried was the potatoes were from the southeast of Poland. Now we're going to go for one where the potatoes are from the north. Same time of year, same potatoes, but we start to explore, and it's ridiculous, the terroir of potatoes. It sounds ridiculous, but it means that kind of like a different locale, same potato, different taste. Same with grapes and wine. Same grapes, different locale, totally different taste.
And warmed by a different person.
And this is yours?
Yeah.
Yep. So this is warmed. And the reason they're warmed is that traditionally, vodka, you have it frozen because the vodka is so awful. And the reason you freeze it is because it nullifies all the flavours. So you can't taste it. It doesn't even hit the sides. It just goes straight down, you don't care. But with food and lots of things, at a room temperature, the flavours really start to happen. I mean, even sort of if you're cooking, if it's too hot,
You
your
can't
receptors
taste
in your
it.
mouth can't really kind of take it all in. So sort of those warmer flavours, I think, allow sort of more scope for you to sort of understand what's going on with the flavours. I'm going to pour this one again in the same way as that I did, and you're going to see, hopefully, that there is... I'm going to pass this to you here. That's for you. I'm starting on the right, so I think...
Should we
Well, I think
take one and pass it on, like at school?
Really? Okay. This is like... This is an amazing production. So
Kind of production line I like.
So if you keep that kind of flavour and...
Don't forget about me.
If you keep that flavour in your mouth, kind of from the last one, which I think some people said peachy, some people said flowery. We start with more vodka. Yeah, this one, bananas. Yeah, still going?
Yeah, but fake bananas.
Yeah, like banana lip balm.
Banana milkshake.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real wine tasting. With certain wines which you get a real...
There we go.
Fake banana smell.
How are we?
But yeah, like banana.
Amy, is that your sister?
Okay, so this one, straight off the bat, it might hit you with a little bit of a whoosh, and that's the vodka-ness. And the reason is that this one has slightly more methanol in it, and that comes from the continuous column distill. So For some people, a bit more methanol is kind of what they want. They want a little bit more oomph, and that's the we've done? Okay. It's that sort of vapour at the beginning that you get, kind of like off alcohols. So that you might be sort of like getting a little bit of that. I would say get into it, have a sip, have a swig, have a shot, do whatever you want, and then again, see if that sort of like starts to sort of feel as a different flavour from the first one, which is again what we're trying to explore here. That potato-y terroir. Is anybody getting anything? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's something that's been noted before. It should. There's no should or shouldn't, but people often comment that it's peppery at the tip of the tongue and it dissipates sweet to the back. So if you leave it for a bit, it'll kind of go sweet in a way. And
yeah, I'm getting something a bit more herbal.
Okay.
From it.
And I would say the comparison between the two is the first one very light, very fresh, very kind of on that top scale. This one becomes a bit lower. It's a little bit more earthy. It's a bit more potatoey, creamy, peppery, eucalyptus, banana lip balm. It's got all of those qualities to it.
Oh, how very nice. No, sorry, I'm trying to find the checkbook. Sorry.
And so this second one here, a little bit later on, and we can all sort of sit down, but the bottles are here for you guys to free pour yourself. I mean, it's just, if anything, it's sort of like just to help.
This is not
Oil the wheels of revolution.
I'm not going to be here every week or month. I really dig what these guys are
honestly,
doing.
just can't
And
help
yeah,
yourself.
brownies and vodka, man. What can be wrong? It's not a cult. Anyway.
No, that happens when the oysters come out. Blue oyster cult.
So what I would say is with that second one, if anybody sort of does stick around and when the oysters are here, the one thing I would recommend is a freshly shucked oyster, and we have some slightly larger cups for you to try it, poured in to the vodka. So a double shot, 50ml or 25ml, depending on what we're doing, with a freshly shucked oyster, and when you open it, you'll see there's all this sort of beautiful sort of
Liquor.
juice that sort of the oyster lives in. Seawater, I guess. You pour the whole thing in to the vodka. It's not pretty. If you sip it, it is the best martini I've ever had in my life. And I kid you not, it's phenomenal. So do give that a try. And I'm just saying, just to sort of expand flavour notes, tastes, being a bit daring, just try it. You don't have to eat the oyster at the end if you don't like oysters, but just the flavour combination is amazing. So the second one, the more peppery
the peppery one.
works really well. So,
Cool.
exactly, but with an oyster instead of so anyway, cheers to you guys. Thank you very much for trying the vodka. And like I said, they're all here for you guys to sort of have a little taste on continually through the night. So keep on pouring yourself.
Thank you.
No problem at all. I'm going to sit down with everybody.
Yep.
Because I know that we probably have to move on a little bit.
I did it.